when we make our cuts, we've got to make sure that they cut the flow. So in this first instance, the 10, 10 and 30 cuts all flow from the source side to the sink side, and it's pretty easy to follow. In the second instance, the cut we make, starting from the top, the 40 cuts all subsequent flow, so we can't consider the 30 or the 10 branch that comes from the 40. We need to cut the flow from the next potential section there, and the 20 does the job. So it's not 40 plus 10 plus 20, it's 40 and 20, giving us the 60 cut. In a similar way, you'll notice in the diagram from your book, the cut there is enough to cut all subsequent flow from those particular branches or directed edges. I need to cut the 30, so the legitimate part of that cut is 30 and 35 or 65. In working the maximum flow from the source to the sink, we'll run through a whole range of cuts in these potential issues. So 40, 20, 10, 10 and 20 is 40. The easiest cut here, 33. And you'll soon find by inspection that I think the 33 might be just about it. There's a cut of 40 there. There are potentially other cuts to analyse. This one, 42. But it would appear the minimum cut is 33. And hence the maximum flow. In the next instance, I'll just make 3 or 4 cuts to illustrate the point. 60 there, 60 there. What have I got? 18, 33, 63. I could fiddle around with some other cuts. $61, but it looks like the minimum cut and hence the maximum flow in this instance is going to be 60. Working through the next point, you see I've made a series of cuts, and I'll just quickly list what they're going to be. There's obviously a few other ones as well. And I've got another 115 here. Now, looking at this, you'll see that the minimum cut and hence the maximum flow is 100. I've actually got units this case, so 100 cars per minute. Now, if we wanted to look at improving a particular section of road, we've probably got to try and sort out something in the minimum cut section. You can see I've got 120 going to 50 and 60. So there's potential there to raise the cut here. But that still doesn't influence what happens in these 2 directed edges. So probably the way to go would be to fix up DC or DE. So moving this through, you can see an improvement to DE or DC will help the movement. I could potentially fix up BC as well. You'll notice here though, the next least cut is 110. So that will have some influence in my maximum flows. So if I was to increase DE through to 60 cars per minute, then I can only really improve to the next minimum cut, which is 110 cars per minute.